Infrastructure is a thing that I noticed when I went to Canada and now in the US, and I noticed it also that these countries they have really good infrastructure, and it makes the difference. Brazil doesn't have infrastructure, a good infrastructure. Of course it has, but isn't a really good infrastructure. Everything that is related with infrastructure in Brazil is bad. In Canada, infrastructure is really better as Brazil. Everything, even the streets, the public transportation, the school, the stores, like the common stores, you don't need to be rich. You don't need it to, okay, I'm rich and I will have a good infrastructure. No. The infrastructure in Canada is much more accessible as in Brazil. The SkyTrain in Canada, in Vancouver, it crosses all Vancouver. You can go to anywhere in Vancouver and in other cities like Surrey, like Burnaby. You can go to everywhere, to the airport, to everywhere with the SkyTrain. Is a really good infrastructure and it's very cheap, isn't so expensive. You can go and you buy 111 Canadian dollars for the monthly pass, and you can travel around the one zone has 3 zones. You can travel around the first zone without paying nothing, just the 111 Canadian dollars, and you can travel for 1 month for any way that you can. You don't need to pay more, and you can go to the airport. You can go to downtown, go to the Canada line. Also has 3 lines, I think: the Expo line, the Canada line, and the Millennium line. I just went I most went in the Expo line, and I could go to everywhere, and it has also more 3 lines. Then it's very good, and it's clean, it works. Had days that okay, had a lot of people. It had a lot of people. I couldn't enjoy in a day. Had a day that I couldn't enjoy in the SkyTrain because I had so many people. Had other days that I could, but had a lot of people, and had other days that I could and had nobody. But in general, it's good. You can go to everywhere. It's safe, it's cheap, it's good. Has problems, okay, sometimes can be a little bit of can be busy, like some days can be also dangerous. Had a day that a guy appeared and I thought that I would die, but it didn't happen, gratefully. But it's not like Brazil. In Brazil, it's really different. In Brazil, I don't have so much experience using public transportation in Brazil, but to arrive in the airport, in Guarulhos airport, the São Paulo's airport. São Paulo has one main airport that is Guarulhos, Then to arrive there, I needed to enjoy a train, go to the luz, and wait for a while to go to the airport, and to the airport, no, to the station Guarulhos. I needed to enjoy a bus and go to the airport. Here it's like you leave the airport, you walk a few steps, enjoy the SkyTrain that is side of the airport, and you are in the Canada line, and you can go to everywhere. In Brazil, and I think that I don't know how long it is, but in Brazil, it is for like 3 years. In 2014, our president Dilma said that she would build this train that would bring us to Luz to Guarulhos, and it took like 10 years, 7 years to make this happen. And even today the train isn't so fast. It doesn't arrive in the time. At the time, like you needed to. The train is scheduled for 10. It will arrive at 10:05, 10:10. It doesn't work very well like in Canada. Also, now Brazil is trying to make like Canada. You go to Guarulhos and has a train, like a cable car that makes you go to the airport without take a bus. I hope that when I go back to Brazil, it will be finished, but I don't think so. I think that I will need to go to the bus and go back here, and it makes totally the difference. The infrastructure, like you go to everywhere, you go to everywhere without paying a lot of money. It makes the difference. In Brazil, we don't have it. We have, but it's really like slow to make really good infrastructure. It takes time, a lot of time in Brazil, and when it arrives, it isn't so good. And like school in Canada, I don't know that the school was much more expensive. Was one of the best schools in Vancouver, but was really good. The infrastructure, like the doors, everything worked. Had an elevator, had the stairs, everything had a good level of infrastructure. The doors, like in Brazil, the high school that I go, all the doors, they are broken. They are made from wood and they are broken. You use like a bad wood to make the doors, and everything is broken. In VGC, the doors, they are really well. Every room has air conditioner that it gets hot, so warm, then you turn on the air conditioner to down the temperature, and it's okay. The classes have TVs that use that keyboard without cable to use the TV with your computer. And the desks, they are very good. The chairs, everything, it's like good, has a good infrastructure. Like everything, it's good. In Brazil, the high schools, the chairs, the desks, the tables, they are broken, they are bad. The floor, it's bad. The computers, they don't work very well. The internet in VGC is so good. I think that it's better as my house in Brazil, that I pay a lot of money, like in my internet in my house in Brazil. The level of the internet in VGC, I think this is similar to my internet in my house, and it's scary. Like how a school can have internet like in my house. In Brazil, we don't have it, and the internet in VGC works everywhere. Everywhere that I go has internet. Everywhere. Like I'm in the second floor, I go to the first, to the bathroom, and has internet. Everywhere that I go has internet. How it can be possible? Like in Brazil, the school, the internet is just working in a room, and it doesn't work very well. I think that works, but when many people are using the internet, it doesn't work very well. In VGC, I have never seen the internet don't work. This is crazy. For me, it's crazy. And the streets, like they have the system of the traffic. The traffic in Brazil, in São Paulo, and in Brazil in general. I don't know about other cities, but in my city, Santo André, and in São Paulo, the traffic is crazy. It's crazy. It's one of the worst in the entire world. And in Canada, and also in the United States, they have a system that you press that buttons and you can go. If you don't press, I don't know if you won't become green, the traffic light, but they have this system that I think that works, because I didn't see every kind of traffic in Canada. And they can also, when it's red, the traffic light, you can turn right or turn left. And I don't know about the data, if it is better, if it really makes the accidents better, if you will have less accidents. But for the traffic, it works. For the traffic, it really makes the traffic better. I didn't see any kind of traffic. In Brazil, traffic is normal. Everywhere that you go, people are stuck in the traffic, and you go and the traffic is horrible. But in Canada, it works. Like people go everywhere without traffic. It's very cool. And they don't have motorcycles. In Brazil, we have a lot of motorcycles because of the traffic. Then you need a motorcycle to deal with this to come with this traffic. But they didn't have motorcycles. The cars also, they don't make so much noise as in Brazil. The cars, I think that I don't know if it's true, but most cars, they are electric, and it doesn't make so much noise as the oil cars, and that smoke behind the car I have never seen in Canada. and it makes the difference. Like, okay, you feel better walking at the street, like the air that you breathe, the noise, the streets also, they are bigger here in the United States, the streets and the streets in general. Then you don't hear that noise, that smoke, see that smoke, breathe that smoke. It makes a difference. It's really good, it's really better as Brazil. The streets also, they are clean, they are good, you don't see any mistake. I don't know how to say it in English, but you don't see the mistakes on the street. They are clean. It's very good. It's infrastructure. Brazil, the streets, they are dirty, they are with mistakes, like buracos, like, I don't know how to say it. And the cars, the bus, the public bus, they spell that smoke behind the bus. Now we have a few electric buses, but on a few have ones that spell that smoke. The cars also spell that smoke, and the cars, they are very noisy, because in Brazil half of the cars, they are manual, and in Brazil is a poor country. We almost can't afford a car. Like in Brazil, cars, they are very expensive. For you to have a car in Brazil, you need to be rich or have you need to have a lot of money to have a car in Brazil. Then electric cars, for most Brazilians, it's like you need to be rich, like 1%. They're 1% richer in Brazil. And here, like, I saw a Tesla that you could buy in Canada for for 10,000 Canadian dollars. Brazil, it's crazy. We don't have Teslas in Brazil, and the most affordable electric car in Brazil, I think that is 100,000 reals. That it's like 20,000 American dollars. Yes. Then it's very expensive. We can't afford, and the government that can afford don't make the buses, don't make the infrastructure, and also Brazil doesn't have the infrastructure to make this happen to everyone. It's happening now. Now I say that in the video of Canada's electric car adoption, that now I see BYD, I see more electric cars. Now the buildings, they are having the infrastructure to deal with electric cars, that now you can charge your electric car. But it is not like in Canada, that you can see electric car charging stations at the street, that I think that every building, that it's like normal here. If you have electric car, okay, you have electric car, you just do more. In Brazil, no. If you have electric car, I don't know how I would do it to have electric car, because in my building, I don't know how I would charge my electric car. And at the streets, I have never seen an electric car charging station. Then we don't have this kind of infrastructure, and this makes a difference. Other thing that I noticed is the infrastructure in general, the public transportation, the streets, the infrastructure of the gadgets, the phones in Brazil. Here, like, if you have iPhone, if you have a MacBook, it's normal. In Brazil, if you have an iPhone, a MacBook, you are rich. You generally are rich, you generally have money. Most Brazilians don't have money to afford a simple phone. And if you have an iPhone, you are rich in Brazil. A MacBook, it's like crazy. Nobody have a MacBook. You need to be very rich to afford a MacBook in Brazil. The average, the minimum wage in Brazil is 2,000, no, it's 2,500, no, it's 250 euros, maybe dollars. I don't know, but something around it. Then it's like you can't afford these iPhones, these MacBooks. And here I went to buy an internet plan, $60 for $60 for a month. You can pay for unlimited internet. It's like crazy in Brazil. I have never seen it. And the unlimited internet really makes the difference. It's different. You have 100 gigabytes of internet and unlimited, because unlimited you can do everything that you want. I could upload videos from YouTube at the street. Now I just can upload in the Wi-Fi. They needed to be in some places to do it. Watch videos on internet, do things that need a huge internet. I just can do in the Wi-Fi, but if I would have the limited internet, I would do it everywhere. This really makes the difference. Then infrastructure. Where is the difference? Is in the public transportation? Is in the streets? Is in the buildings? Is in the schools? Like the school here has a better infrastructure. Everything that is related with infrastructure makes the difference. Like when you are studying, if it gets too hot, you can't think very well. You can't study. But there in Canada, they have air conditioner that if it gets too hot, the air conditioner will make it cold to you study. Then the infrastructure really makes a difference. In Brazil, the infrastructure in Brazil, the problem is the government. I think that in Brazil in general, the biggest problem of Brazil is the government. The government is what makes the country bad. Brazil is bad because of its government. Here the government isn't so good, but it doesn't make your life so much worse as in Brazil. These problems of infrastructure, if the Brazilian government would be less activity, like less taxes, make private companies do the things, I think that would be very good, because the government can't do it. Here the infrastructure is much better, and it makes a difference. You see, it's like the theory of the broken window. When you see a broken window and you don't fix it, everyone will throw rocks to break every window, and when you see every window is broken, then you need to fix the window. And here every window it's fixed. Then the infrastructure really makes the difference. It is a thing that I will start to talk, that I will start to be aware, to improve the Brazil's infrastructure and in the infrastructure in general, to talk about one of the Brazil's problem, because I would like to improve Brazil, because it's my country, it's where I was born, where I live, planning to live, but January I'm thinking Brazil because it's the country. It's the country that has the language that I speak, with my accent, with my culture. Then I would like to improve Brazil. Then thinking these problems and these differences that these countries more developed has that would improve Brazil, it's very good for me. It's a very good to say to people be aware to improve Brazil. This really makes a country better. I hope you liked it. Thank you for the attention. Bye.